Hi. So we are about to go check out one of the weirdest houses I've seen in College Station. And it's actually like smack dab in the middle of College Station. It's this weird old kind of treehouse style house on an acre, in like a wooded acre in College Station, which is nuts. I didn't think that existed. It must be like a very, very old property. It's originally from the 50s and it never got subdivided. It is $300,000, 3 bed, 3 bath, and it has kind of a storage shed slash cottage that is unfinished on it. I think it's gonna be a really weird home. It does have some deed restrictions on it that says you can't rent to more than 2 unrelated people. And I also looked at some of the covenants, and you're not supposed to put like additional stuff on the property, but I'm not sure how hard they maintain that. Let's just say I might be able to get around it. I think there could be some cool spots to put the Ag Wagon on it. We shall see. Let's check it out. Meeting Janet. I think that all the different wood floors is interesting. I love the wood like beaming on the ceilings. I think that's really neat. Looks like there's some watery damage there, but that's okay. It is actually bigger than I thought it would be. I was wondering if this was like a pantry or something. Oh, nope, that's a bathroom. Oh, fun. Oh, this is the one with the sink and a corner toilet and
corner sink, corner toilet, corner shower. If they in that bathroom, they turned the pantry into a corner.
They did. There's the pantry. Alright. I kind of like the wood floors in here. I can't tell what room is supposed to be what though, because that's off the main door. So is that the living room or is this the living room? And what's the other room?
Game room.
Game room. Okay.
Living room, den.
I love this window. This is the coolest window. And I love, this is like a plant room.
Yeah.
I could use a plant room.
Clients just canceled to go see another house.
Okay.
So do you mind locking
No,
everything
I'm
up?
locking.
Okay. The
I'll make sure
super-
it's locked up.
I left the key in the
On the
you
door.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those, yeah, at the back door there. So.
I really want to see the little cottage out back.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the bedrooms are upstairs.
Yeah, let's go upstairs and then we'll break through the mud.
Okay. Stairs seem solid. Oh, pretty window. Oh, good. This, you can stand up in there.
Yeah.
I was worried you couldn't stand up in here. Okay, that's good. Depending on who you are, you can get over here. Wee little closet. I love weird. I love it. Oh my god, the door. The door is almost too small for me to get there going straight.
So there's a shower. Okay, there's a shower back there.
There is. And a toilet. A sink. You have to go sideways through the door. If you got a little extra like me. Oh, this is tiny. How tall are you, Janet?
5'5".
So, nice European outlet on the wall. Or I think, is that for like a laundry machine?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think this would probably have to be like an office
Oh, there's
thing.
all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Jacob could be up in here. This could be his game room. I don't want to leave any.
So where's the?
Yeah, where's the exit where the trees are in the thing?
The third bedroom. Where is it? 1, 2.
Maybe one of the things downstairs is the third bedroom.
Bedroom, bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Do I lock this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're probably calling this
This is a bedroom.
the bedroom.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Bathroom.
Hell, this could even be the master.
Yeah, it could.
All right, wanna go outside?
Yeah.
I love the beams. The beams are cool. Oh, hang on. There's more rooms back here. Here's the sunroom. I love this. You like?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was renting out the back as an Airbnb, you'd be able to see what we were doing here, but. Do you have the key? The left side on the way in is a little like craggy and low, but I wonder if I could get like a little camper right here.
Right here?
Yeah,
That'd be cute.
it'd be really cute, and like you
Would
could just
be.
walk right up. Or even back.
Good.
Okay. So the beginnings of a bathroom. Oh. It's a sink in a closet that seems like it could potentially become a bathroom. You wanna look? I think I could. Like little seating area here, and kitchenette along this wall, little bedroom back there. Knock that out and build like a small closet. It has potential.
Careful.
It is slanted.
Kinda goes that
Yep,
way.
definitely slanted.
2 floors,
Mhm.
and it's going that way.
Yeah. So your professional opinion, what do you think?
Of?
This place.
I think it's very quirky and fun. That's not very professional, is it?
No. I mean that's what I think too. But I enjoyed your opinion on the quadplex that we last visited, and I included some of that in the video. And I liked your opinion because you knew the area better than I do.
Yeah.
On Zillow, I'll say this thing has been saved like 100 times.
Has it really?
Yeah, it's been up for 4 days
Uh-huh.
and it's been saved 100 times. I don't know how many listings they've had or
Yeah,
showings they've
showings.
had.
I think it's great. I mean, the location is great because, it's biking to campus.
It is. I think this could be a really cute little studio. Look at how cool this is. There's a creek right there and it bends around and it goes through there. Little fire ring.
They really use this place.
Yeah, there's the house. I'm wondering if I could potentially get a camper down here. Might not be the best idea. That stump out. This is so cool. I'm not gonna walk further because it looks like there's like mud, but I'm sorry. This place feels magical to me. I like it. I wanted trees. Didn't I keep telling you I wanted trees? It definitely has trees. Nice old trees. Another little fire pit. I love it when trees eat their tags. They're like, no. I love it. Okay, so literally everywhere I see like little projects that would have to be done. And this would probably be like you're constantly fixing your house situation, but it's really, really fun. Like, this is cool. I love cool and weird. Look at this giant view. I just wish there were fewer restrictions on it. Because if left to my own devices, I could create a whole commune out here. living room, but I would want that to be the living room. Yeah? Oh, yeah?
It won't pull up out here.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
It's so weird. I love it. Alright, so there's the house. And then there's this side area, which I don't know would be this property or not, but there's a big ass fence there. But if this is part of the property, I could put a camper here. This would be perfect. Ooh, there's a little entrance. There's a stake. So this is all part of the property too? This would be a perfect place to put a camper. If I'm allowed to put a camper. The fence is weird because there's no edge to the fence. It just, like, come over here, Janet. It just ends. Excellent job, fence. Okay, so that was one of the weirdest houses I've ever seen in my life, and I love it. I will admit, this is one of those houses where, I mean, it's from the 50s, so you purchase it, and I will be funneling money into this for the next 10 plus years. It's not going to be a cheap house. It would cost quite a bit to finish out that back cottage. So it needs a full bathroom, needs a kitchenette. Seems like there might already be water to it, but there would be, yeah, it would be quite a bit of work. Also, part of the floor is slanted, but I think I could make it a really, really cute little studio. Also, there's a spot that would be perfect for the camper, and it's just a matter of if I would be allowed to put it there and like put in the sewer and everything. It's like got its own entrance. You could block it off so there's a little bit of privacy. I love it. I love the little like grotto that goes down to the stream and all the little fire pits. I love the woods. It feels like kind of a magical place. I would have loved to like play there as a kid. I was worried that the upstairs bedrooms weren't going to be tall enough to stand in based off the pictures. You can stand in them at their highest point, but I feel like such a cool place. Such a weird place. The bathroom and the kitchen is bananas with 3 corner appliances. Corner sink, corner shower, corner toilet. Janet was kind of stuck on that one. I get it. I think that bottom bedroom is supposed to be the master, and they wanted you to not have to go into the master bathroom to if you had guests or something, so they put one in the kitchen. But God, that would be such a better pantry. But how crazy would it be to take out a bathroom in a house? At the same time, how crazy is it to go to the bathroom in your kitchen? Weird house, weird house. I would love to know what you think of it. We're looking into the deed restrictions, the HOA, the setbacks, rules, all of the things to see what would it realistically cost and if it's feasible to do this. Jacob and I would have to move in to the main house and then like slowly renovate it, rent out the duplex. But honestly, this property makes me really happy. And I think it is a really cool piece of property to own. I would have to do the College Station short-term rental laws, which you have to like apply for permits and pay a hotel tax and all this other stuff because they're trying to keep Airbnbs kind of out or low in College Station. It's bike riding distance to campus if I were to rent it out. It's really cool. Let me know what you think, and like and subscribe if you enjoy watching me shop for and obsess over real estate. Bye. So I actually didn't end up putting an offer on this house, which you can see how jazzed I am about it. Honestly, I don't even think the footage did it justice. This was a very cool vibes place. It felt very magical. It felt very secluded and foresty, and it was a mile from Texas A&M University. And because it had those dense woods, it felt very cool, and it was a very unique property, and I really liked it. However, when I got to running the numbers, it didn't work. Now, usually I don't go over them with you guys, but for this, I think it's important for us to. So this house was listed at $300,000, and fun fact, it actually didn't get bought at that rate, so they later relisted it for $325,000, and I don't think it's on the market anymore, but I don't know whether it got pulled down or sold or what. I didn't keep track of it. But at the time when I visited, it was $300,000. So say I put 5% down, about $15,000, let's go through what that would cost me on a monthly basis. So this is a single family home with a little cottage and potentially a place to put another short-term rental, though honestly it's probably disallowed, and I would definitely have to pay hotel tax, register with the city, all of that, which has not been the case with a lot of the homes that I've been seriously interested in. They've been in Bryan, which is a neighboring city that doesn't have Airbnb restrictions for the most part, which is very important to note because that will cost you. So $15,000 down. I probably could get a loan at that time at about 4%. It's gone up since, but if I got a 30-year fixed loan at 4%, I'd probably be paying close to $7,000 in property taxes, which sounds high, but I'm in Texas, so there's no income tax. So property taxes are almost double what any mortgage calculator is going to give you. And I'd probably be paying about $1,000 a year for home insurance and about $185 for MIP, since I wouldn't be putting the full $60,000 20% down. I just don't have that, sorry. I would be paying about $2,200 a month for a mortgage on this home. Now, it would be a single family home to start before I built out the cottage, but that would mean Jacob and I would both have to pay about $1,100 each, which is a little above what I would want to pay. Even if I could really quickly get the Ag Wagon on there, that makes about $1,000 a month. That's a decent amount to pay for a single family home that definitely needs repairs, like a lot of renovations, a lot of repairs. I actually was able to get my hands, well, Janet was able to get her hands on a previous inspection that had been done, and that cool treehouse thing where the trees are going through the porches, well, that's not technically legal. There were some concrete issues, there were some roof issues, there were several issues that needed to immediately be addressed that I'm estimating would cost about $20,000. Now those could be spaced out over time, but that's something that I would have had to put into the property. Also, to kind of recoup my investment and all on this, I would have to put in about $20,000 to that back cottage to completely build out the bathroom, the kitchen, flooring, finish the paneling. It needed a new roof, and then about another 10 grand to furnish it. Maybe not quite that much. I'm really frugal. It took me about 10K to refinish the Ag Wagon, but that didn't include a lot of furniture. That was a lot of repairs. So let's just say about 30 grand to get all of that done with the back cottage. Something's gonna happen. I guarantee you there are roots in that plumbing system. Guarantee you. And there was no shower and there was no kitchen. So all of that would have had to been built out, and I'd rather overestimate than underestimate. It would also have cost about 10K or to pull water, electric, sewer, and everything to whatever spot I ended up putting the Ag Wagon on there. Now I had kind of two options. Kind of, if you're facing the house, there was kind of the grotto down this way, and if I had put it down there, I don't think that would have been the best choice because rain would fall and it would probably become a bit of a hazard, even though it was gorgeous. And the other option was to put it over to the right if you're facing the house where that weird fence was. And we did look up, and the deed restrictions weren't super clear, but there are setbacks, so you can only build within so close of the extenuating border of your property. So I would have had to put it right in front of that fence for it to work, and I might not have had the 15 feet needed to keep away from the property. Also, that fence was weird. There was no house on the other side. It had like burned down, but the fence was there and it was newer. Super weird. So we're talking 30 grand for the back cottage, 20K for the property, and 10K for the Ag Wagon on top of that would be, I would have to cash flow that or take out additional money to do those things on this property. So 60K in on top of the 15K that I would be putting down for the mortgage. Don't necessarily have that, would probably have had to take out a little bit of a loan or do it very slowly, meaning that I wouldn't get any rental income back during that time. And remember, Jacob and I would have to live in this house, and we'd be paying a pretty high price tag during that time. Let's say all of that works, all of that goes fine. What is my max potential rental for this property were I to be able to build out everything I would want to build out? So the house, I could probably rent out for about $1,500 a month, because the idea wouldn't be Jacob and I live there always. It would be a property that we lived in and then move out and I would rent it. So it doesn't meet the 1% rule there, which is ideally you try to rent out the house at 1% of what you paid for it. So that would be like a 0.5%, since the house would be $300K, not even including any of the additional loans. So that's not a great rate for that. And then kind of probably $1,000 max a month on the cottage, except for like game day weekends, but we want to do an average, and about $1,000 for the Ag Wagon, because I know that's about how much I can make. The potential rental number isn't terrible. $3,300 a month for rent if I have all three of those built out on a $300,000 property. But then we bump it to a $360,000 property, and that's not even 1% of the total rents. You can run so many different real estate numbers on this type of thing, but it has to come down to what you can afford every month in your budget, how much you can afford to do on the property or are comfortable with borrowing. And I just didn't think the numbers were advantageous enough for me to take a chance on this one. I thought it was a really cool place, but with the amount of work that it would take and the amount of money that it would take, I didn't think it was a good next investment property for me. So I will still be looking, and I hope you enjoy these adventures. Please subscribe if you want to see more transparent personal finance, and I will see you guys next time.